Hey everybody, my name is Suke. Welcome to the Guitar Workshop. I want to talk today about how we can add rhythm to our solos. So often when we're playing, we're so caught up in the key or the chord, the scale, the pentatonics, blue notes and all this stuff, we're kind of overlooking the best part, which is the rhythm, where you put the notes. So let's talk about what we have to start thinking to get there. First of all, once you hear the rhythm or the beat, you have to decide where the quarter note is. So if I just start this drum beat on my BeatBuddy here, okay? So if you notice immediately, I'm feeling that. Now when you listen to a drummer, it's important to hear hi-hats, the snare, and the bass drum. The snare that gives you the backbeat 2 and 4, hi-hats kind of give you the gear. I'll talk about that in a second. So if this is what the pulse is, this is the tempo. This is currently 100 beats a minute. This is just a pulse. If I pause this, I can still feel 100 beats a minute as an approximate tempo. It's at a tempo in the world. So once we get that, we have our quarter notes. So go back to this. A little fill to start. Thank you, drummer. Hey, before we go any further, I want you to make sure you hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, and check out the link right below this in the video to join my community, 6-string community at Lead Guitar Workshop. This is an amazing new thing I'm offering, and I want to make sure you get notified about it. So get on that list. If you're seeing this after January 25, come join it. We're going, and I would love to have you there. Go check out there for more information before we continue here. Thank you guys so much. Keep playing. Thanks, BeatBuddy. We want to be able to fill the gears in. So right now, grab your guitar. Let's just do a muted string on the thick string. I just want to lock in with the gears. We have to get this first. We have to be a percussion player first before we even get to the notes, right? I'm not worried right now about the down pick and up pick, although it's extremely important to think about when you're playing rhythm. I don't want to spend too much time today doing it. So let's go to eighth notes. And I'm gonna double my hand and keep it as down picks. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4. I have to know what that feels like to fire away, if you will, in eighth notes. Let's alternate pick that. You should know what that feels like in your hand, because my hand is moving less often now. If I go back to just down picked eighth notes, my hand is moving twice as fast. The rhythm did not change, right? Watch, down, up, down, up. That's alternate picking. All downs, I have to do twice as often. Okay, I'm gonna go back to alternating. Let's go to triplets. Triplets are hard over a 4/4 feel, but let's try this. You're gonna count it and you're just gonna feel your way through it. You'll notice your hand is gonna flip-flop every other beat when you keep your alternate picking. Ready? Let's try this. 1, 2, 3, here we go. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet. It fights. You can lock it in, but there's a cool fight that it does as it's happening. All right, let's go to 16th notes. Alternate picking. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's down pick. Let's downshift. I think I'm like gears in a car. Let's go back to third gear, then second, and then first, which is triplets, eighths, and quarters. Here come the triplets. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet. Let's go back to eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go back to quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would take the same approach if you're doing scale ideas. Let's take the top 4 notes. Let's go to D minor pentatonic. Let's go way uptown here. I'm just thinking pattern 1 on the 10th fret. You know, if my song had a D minor was the main chord, that's what I'd be focusing on. That's why I would be here. We'll do this in a second. So what I want to do is let's play the first note. This high D on the 10th fret. And again, this is 100 beats a minute, and these are quarter notes, right? Once per beat. If I do them as eighth notes, feels like that. If I do triplets, and 16ths. Now a quick note on this, you really have to feel this. If you talk to a drummer, they can feel the gears between their hands. Quarter notes flip-flop, right, like this. Eighth notes, depending on which hand they start with, always feels the same way. They do practice it both ways. Triplets, if they're alternating, you'll see that they go left, right, left, and then right, left, right. So if you can feel the down, up, down as one beat, and then up, down, up as the second, you know physically that you're putting the rhythms in the right spot. That's very important to focus on that. It was only when I was talking to drummers that this idea ever came up, how much you would feel the gears in your hand. Okay, so let's go back to the beat again. Let me maybe add a little bass groove so we have some sonic reference. I'm thinking D minor. Okay. So if we played quarter notes, now they have to last the whole length of the beat. What if I thought of this as an eighth note? Now I'm playing the down beat, but there's no off beat. I'm only playing one note on the beat, but I'm thinking eighth notes because I'm making it silent on the ups. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That goes a long way in a... That's a lot of expressiveness just in that idea. What if you think of eighth notes just on the off beats? If I move around a little bit. Offbeats perpetuate motion. They're so good to get comfortable with. Your eighth notes have to be there. If you want an eighth note to sit in the right spot, you have to be able to know the gears. The gears are the fundamental part of all this to start playing, not the end result, but to start. Okay, so let's say if we were doing triplets. So I'm going 1 triplet, 2, 4, 1 triplet, 2. To me, triplets kind of change up the feel a little bit. So if I was doing some eighth note stuff, and I did some triplets, it kind of pulls and pushes a little bit. Eighth notes, triplets. 1 triplet, so I'm feeling the gears interchanging between eighths and triplets. Let me do a little more on that. Eighth notes, triplets, offbeats. Goes a long way, right? There's not even getting into 16ths or anything. If we do 16ths, you want to get control in the firing of them more than the number of notes. You should be able to turn it on and off. If you're playing eighths, you play eighths. 16ths. Now I'm playing all 4. You could, of course, do anything with those 4 notes, but once you get comfortable with the spacing of the 16ths, then you can play individual ones. So what if I played the second 16th? 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 and a 4 E and a... Creates a nice little hiccuping bounce. That's the last 16th note. And a 1, 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. So the fourth one of the 16th has a nice kind of pop-up sound. Of course, I'm mixing these up as I go. Now, the next part of this is playing in the gears, thinking this rhythm thing. Let me pause for a second. So we had quarter notes, eighth notes, triplets, and 16ths. You have to get used to physically firing in that gear. I think of it like a switch on my forearm. You just put on eighth notes, triplets, 16ths, and you, as a musician, when you play, you're constantly scrolling around them to create cool sounds and tension and resolution with rhythm. Now, if you notice, I didn't really stray off the first 3 strings of pattern 1, and I did a lot of different sounding stuff. I can't stress enough that the rhythm is the secret sauce why you don't sound like you do. but don't stop until you want to do, is the rhythm. So when you focus on the gears, you get the gears. The next little bonus part here is putting the groupings together. So what I want to do is, if we play just eighth notes, let me put the beat back, the loop back on. So what if I played in eighth notes, but then I start thinking about the notes differently? Like, what if I take the first, let me take D, E, F. Now that E is not in the pentatonic, but it sounds great. So we're gonna play these as quarter notes. It's a good little exercise here, actually. Even just this revolves around the beats. Put you in different spots. If I turn on eighth notes, I can play three notes in triplets. Or even sixteenths. I get to think about the gear. So anytime you think of those three notes, you should be thinking you're in the gears. But what I was getting at is, you can also think of the groupings in a gear. So if I'm in eighth notes, and I spread those three notes across 3, 3, and 2. What I mean by that is 3 eighth notes, 3 eighth notes, 2 eighth notes. I'm gonna put the F on the beginning of these, like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now I'm in. If you notice, I'm still in eighth notes, but I'm placing the notes in a different organization within the gear, not changing the gear or anything. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I call that 3, 3, and 2. That's how you make 8. Now, if I get comfortable with that, that's the first note only. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I can make a whole scale out of that idea. This is just a starting point. Getting to the gears is the essential point for you guys that you have to get to, is to feel every gear quickly going in and out of itself. That's essential to the starting point, not the goal. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, my name is Suke, this is Lead Guitar Workshop. I'm so excited that starting in January 2025, I'm having a lead guitar workshop community I'm calling the 6-String Community. And it involves weekly classes with me, live online. I'll do 2 a week to start. I have an open office hours to come by and ask questions. And each class is this wonderful framework that I've put together of from the note up, how to make decisions musically for any situation, any style, and every class is a complete little ecosystem. You'll learn really everything you need to know. You'll work on your hearing, you'll work on your theory. We'll do a lot of playing, a lot of stuff like we're doing here, where I'll put the drum loop on, I'll set up a quick loop on the chords, and we practice techniques, rhythms, ideas, and we grow every class. Every class is recorded. There's a whole bunch of great benefits from this. So check out the link below. Go to leadguitarworkshop.com and get on the wait list. The wait list will happen until January. If you're seeing this afterwards, then just come join our community. We would love to have you there. I'm so happy about this, that I can offer this to you guys, and I really hope to see you out there. All right, my name is Suke, and keep playing.